Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So USF's offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bulls in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bulls have moved it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged in the middle. It's Sullivan. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Thomas. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first down from the 13-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Bulls want to move quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown Bulls. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
LSU, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Backed up now, here's second and long. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Gets rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Durham. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Gives it on the option. Sweet cut there. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got him this time.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sullivan. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He makes the catch. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's got it. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring them to within 4. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Catch in the middle, it's Nimrod. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Brown wants to pass. Quick strike complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Looking for room, it's Norton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Got him downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bulls are rolling down the field.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Always a welcome play for the defense. They get a sack at the 47.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one, he got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for room. It's Isaac. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got it in the middle. It's Nimrod. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back has it.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brown will throw it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown LSU!
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He has the first and still on his feet.
One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That's caught. It's Anderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Past the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Going to try to get it himself. The offense coughs it up. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Got room to work. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Tigers have a chance to make their defenses work productive as they come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And